Ayodhya Kand, chapter number 83. So far we have seen Bharatha and his family members and the entire Ayodhya Vasis go happily into the forest to search for Rama and entreat him to return to Ayodhya. Valmiki has given some very beautiful descriptions about how the people praised Rama along the journey. And we will continue with their journey all the way till the banks of River Ganga. Verses 19 and 20. Te gatva duram advanam ratam yana ashva kunjarai samasedustato gangam Sringaberapura prati yatra Rama sakho viro guho jnati ganair vritaha nivasatya pramadena desham tam paripalayan. Far they travelled in their chariots, carts, horses, and elephants until they drew near Sringaberapura on the banks of River Ganga. It was there that Guha, the beloved friend of Rama and the highly valiant one, rules over the Nishadas well and wisely with his many relatives. The most important thing over here is how is Guha depicted. The first thing about Guha is he is Rama Sakha, the friend of Rama, the one whom Rama himself calls as his beloved friend. When we saw Rama reach Sringaberapura in the earlier chapters of Ayodhya Kand, Rama calls Guha as his very beloved friend. So Guha is Rama's friend. That is one interpretation of the name Rama Sakha. But the other interpretation is that Rama has called Guha as his Sakha. What a wonderful identity! That Rama himself considers Guha as his close friend. That's wonderful indeed. The second description is Viro. Viro means very valiant. He is extremely capable of protecting his city. And we will see in the next chapter that Guha is willing to face Bharatha because he thinks that Bharatha is going to go and harm Rama. So he is willing to take on the great Ikshvaku army, the great army of King Dasharatha himself. So what is so great about Guha? What is the virya quality of Guha? He is willing to use his strength in the service of Lord Rama. Why? Because Rama calls him his Sakha or his friend. The next description of Guha is Jnati Ganer Vrita, the one who is with his close relatives. When Rama wanted to cross River Ganga, Guha was not the one who ferried Rama across the river. He asked one of his kinsmen to row the boat that took Rama, Sita and Lakshmana from one side of River Ganga to the other side. Guha stayed back in Sringaberapura and he was with Sumantra. Therefore, by not going to the other side of River Ganga with Rama, Sita and Lakshmana, Guha provided an opportunity for one of his kinsmen to serve the Lord personally. And we already discussed this in the other chapter. Guha was such a lovely, kind devotee of Lord Rama that he provided a lovely opportunity for one of his kinsmen to serve the Lord personally. In this verse, Valmiki says, Jnati Ganer Vrita, the one who is with his relatives, the one who does good deeds to his relatives, the one who is thinking about how his relatives can be uplifted, how can they serve the Lord properly. So, this is a very important qualification of a devotee who always thinks about others and how to get others closer towards Sita and Rama. The next word that is used to describe Guha is Paripalayan. That means the one who rules. But how does he rule? Apramadena, extremely carefully, very wisely, quite well. That is how Guha executes his duties towards his subjects. So not only is he a great devotee, he is someone that Rama himself considers to be his close friend. He provides opportunities to his relatives to serve the Lord, and Guha does not forget his duty as the king of the Nishadas either. So, staying on the small city known as Sringaberapura on the banks of River Ganga, Guha, that exemplary devotee of Lord Rama, is executing all his duties perfectly. Verse 12. Upetya Tiram Gangayas Chakravaker Alankritam Vyavatistat Sasena Bharatasya Anuyayini. Bharata reached the banks of River Ganga, on whose broad bosom disport the Chakravakas. Verse 22. Nirikshya anugatam senam tam cha gangam shiva udakam Bharata sachivan sarvan abravit vakya ko vidaha. As Bharata beheld the army following him and the river Ganga of sacred waters in front of him, he, who was proficient in speech, said to his ministers. Here Ganga is known as Shivodakam, that means very sacred, very auspicious. Shiva means auspicious, and therefore we see that Ganga is known as Shivodakam. We also know that Ganga falls from the matted hair of Lord Shiva. Bharata is known as Vakya Kovidha. This is one of the same adjectives that Valmiki uses for Hanuman. So this is to indicate that Bharata is extremely proficient in speech. That means that he knows what to say at what time and what place and under what circumstances. Verse 23. Niveshayata me sainyam abhiprayena sarvataha vishranta pratarishyam ashva idanim iman nadim. Let the army camp where it suits them. We shall rest here today and resume our journey tomorrow and cross the river Ganga. So this was a fairly long day. Bharata started at the very daybreak. We saw that at the first verse of this chapter. Everyone was very enthusiastic. Everyone was very happy that they are going to go off into the forest. And now they have reached the end of the road that was constructed between Ayodhya and River Ganga. Bharata wants to make sure that everyone is taken care of quite well. That's why he's asking everyone to relax. And the next day, they can cross River Ganga and go into the next section of their journey. Verse 24. Datum cha tavad ichchami svargatasya mahipate aurdva deha nimitta artam avatirya udakam nadim. Meanwhile, I shall get into this river and offer libations with water to the departed king for the good of his life in the other world. So Bharata continues to think of what is good for his father, who is a great devotee of Lord Rama. Verse 25. Tasya evam bruvataha amatya tata iti uktva samahitaha nyaveshayam stam chandena svena pratak pratak. Hearing these words from Bharata, the officers attentively answered, "So be it," and each of them encamped their respective forces in accordance with his pleasure. So now the army and all the others are effectively encamped and everyone is relaxing at this moment. Verse 26. Niveshya Gangam Anutam Mahanadim Chamum Vidhanei Paribarha Shobhinim Uvasa Ramasya Tada Mahatmano Vichintayano Bharata Nivartanam. The encamped army looked splendid with royal insignia. After making necessary arrangements for the army on the bank of the mighty river Ganga and pondering over the means of bringing back the magnanimous Rama, Bharata stayed on the shores of River Ganga. So Bharata is constantly thinking about how to bring back Rama. Who is that Rama? Mahatmana, the great souled, magnanimous Rama is whom Bharata wants to bring back. And he is continuously vichintaya, he's continuously pondering, he's continuously thinking about it. So the inner meaning of all these actions is this. Bharata took care of his subjects. He ensured that everyone was safe and relaxed, but at the same time, all he thought about was Rama. So he discharged his duties properly, and yet he was continuously thinking about the Lord. So this is what we are supposed to do as well. Discharge your duties properly, but continue to think of the Lord at all times. So in this chapter, we haven't really encountered any of the great tests that Bharata goes through. But in the next chapters, we will see a lot more tests coming through. And Valmiki wants us to understand that Bharata is going to pass in every test because Bharata constantly thinks about Rama. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunapte Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.